Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do my 2018 makeup goals update. I wasn't sure at the beginning of the year if I was going to do these every 6 months or every 3 or 4, but this is my first update, so apparently every 6 months. I might do another update if I think that there's like a lot to show you. So for 2018 I had 8 goals, and some of them are a little bit more in depth, I guess, than my last ones. And the first one is a very simple one, but it is to keep my face and eye primers, powder, foundations, BB creams, and concealers to 1 to 2. If you watched my Get Ready With Me last week, then I talked about how I do have 3 concealers right now. 2 of them are on their last leg, so I'm focusing on more those 2 than the third one, but all 3 are in my everyday makeup drawer, and I use all 3 of them. One I'm still, like I said, if you watch my Get Ready With Me, testing it out, so that's the only category that I have 3 in, but I'm not too worried about it because, like I said, 2 of them are really close to being gone, and I don't typically buy concealer. I end up buying that third one because I knew those 2 were gone, and it was on clearance, and I've been wanting to try some more Physicians Formula, and that was the one that was on clearance. So that's the first goal, which is doing pretty well, like I said, minus the concealers. For highlighters, I wanted to finish up 10 grams of highlighters, and I've used up 6 so far. So I've used up this Well People Moonstone highlighter, and this was 3 grams. I don't even think it tells me on there, but 3 grams. I used a scale to do this. So 3 grams here. And then part of a Laura, I always get this wrong, Becca Low Light and Highlight palette. This was the highlight from there, and I finished that. And I'm currently working on one. It hasn't really moved. If you want to know the products I'm working on right now, check out my June project pan. My finale will either be up this week or next week. I don't know yet. Speaking of bronzers, I wanted to also finish up 10 grams there, and I finished up 4. So this is from that Becca highlight and low light palette. This is the low light, but I finished that, which I'm really excited about. I'm really close to like my goal in bronzers. Right now I have 3, and I want to have 2. I want to have like a contouring, like bronzing one, and then like a shimmery bronzer, because I don't really like contour. I use like a bronzer to contour, so I don't need a different shade for that. The next is 12 grams of blush. I've finished up 2 blushes so far this year, and that is the Adrienne Arpel True Blush, and this had 4 grams in it. And then I finished up this Avon Blushing Mauve, and this had 2 grams left in it. Yeah, 2 grams left in it. So I finished up both those. I'm also working on an e.l.f. In my project pan, and that e.l.f. blush has been 2 grams used up. The bronzer I'm working on also hasn't moved, so that's why I didn't mention that. But the blush that I've been working on for a little while has used up 2 grams. So out of the 12, I've used up 8 grams. Yeah. So I had no idea how realistic the number of grams of like products would be. Like, I didn't know if 10 grams of highlight is way too much. Same with like bronzers and blushes. But so far it's been going well. I have 6 out of my 10 grams of highlighters, 4 of my 10 grams of bronzers, like I said, 8 out of my 12 grams of blushes. Obviously, when I meet my goals, I'm not going to be like, okay, I'm done. But I did this because if I switch between like bronzers or highlighters through the year, or blushes even, then I can do that and still see progress and still see that I've used up products, because I do weigh them every month when they're in my project pan. And then sometimes, if you watch this month, I even have like bonus items that I'm just like trying to keep track of because of these goals. The 5th goal was to continue my 2018 Pan That palette. If you've been watching my 2018 Pan That palette, it is a Pan That palette roulette. So instead of finishing off one big palette this year, I wanted to finish off smaller palettes. So I have a bucket, and I pick out 2, and I get to pick 1. So I actually have finished 3 palettes that way. I finished the Estee Lauder Duo in Ivory and Taupe. It was my first one that I finished, and I'm really excited just to have my numbers go down, which is another category goal we'll talk about in a minute. The next one was the e.l.f. Day to Night. And the last one that I just finished, but I do have planned on my next one. Again, that update will be up in the next couple weeks if you want to check out my previous ones. But my next update will be coming soon from my that palette. But this is the Avon Purple Haze that I finished a little over a month ago. So I finished all 3 of those, which I'm really excited about, having less in my collection. And so it's been really nice to go through product instead of having one big that palette, and like I know I'm finishing up lots of products, but to actually see the products. So kind of I went the opposite with the blush and bronzers and highlights. I didn't necessarily want to see finished products. I do, especially for blushes, because I have way too many. Definitely check out my makeup inventory if you're curious. But like for bronzers for sure, and getting close to highlights. The highlight I'm working on now, I do want to finish up, but after that there's a lot of highlighters that I like, and so just being able to play around with them a little bit more, just because I have been focusing on like bronzers and highlighters, like a specific one, and using that same one until it is gone, which I really like doing. But at the same time, once I get to like a reasonable number, I want to be able to have that freedom to, to switch between it, but still like be able to track progress, because I don't want to get into the bad habit of buying more products. And so I think seeing how long it takes to use up something helps me a lot. Number 6 was to finish 6 eye products. This is a goal that I need to work on tremendously, and eye products were anything that aren't in basically my that palette. Those 3 that palettes don't count. If I would finish a single eyeshadow that wasn't part of that that palette, it would count. But I've only finished up 2 products. I've been getting a little like lazy, or I don't know, lackadaisical. I don't know. If you could watch my Get Ready With Me again, I talk about the cream like eyeshadow I'm using. I'm kind of using 2 and not using, like today I didn't use any. And so getting back into that, I am working on like finishing an eyebrow product and an eyeliner. Again, if you watch my Get Ready With Me, you'll see the 2 I'm talking about. I've been making progress on them, but I only have 2 products right now. This is a CoverGirl mascara. I am one that I will use mascara until it's dried out or hurts my eyes. I don't necessarily follow the 3-month rule, just to give you like a heads up, I guess, with that. But the CoverGirl Clump Crusher, this is going to be my June empties, but I did finish that. And then I have finished this cream shadow. It was a Physicians Formula like silver eyeshadow. So I need to get back into being more conscious in using up cream shadows, because right now I do have a decent amount. That's one of the reasons I want to get through some of my cream shadows, so I can have like 1 or 2, so I don't feel bad if I don't use them for a little while. But right now, if I don't use them, a bunch of them are going bad, and I don't want that. I only have 2 of my eye products done. Hopefully we can get to that 6 mark, but we will have to see. Number 7 was to finish 12 lip products. I didn't necessarily want them to be chapsticks, but right now I am going to count chapsticks. My goal is to just finish up products, obviously, because if you have watched my chapstick, it's not like I have like this small amount of chapsticks either. Chapsticks are just easier for me to go through, so I wanted like 12 colored lip products, which this chapstick actually does have color, and it's the Burt's Bees Replenishing Lip Balm, and it had this like tint of color, which I really liked. Then I finished up this Soft Lips Cube. I finished off this number 7 smooth lipstick. The Stila, I don't remember what these are called, in Camera. And then this Lip Stain Wet n Wild lip stain in, does it say, Throwing Shade. That one is still like very sticky. So I finished off 5 of 12. I am working on 2 of them that hopefully will be done in the next like month or so. But I'm a little behind what I wanted to use, but my goal is really to use lip products. If you watch all my other videos, then you like already have a general idea of how I'm doing. But that's why I keep referring to different videos, just because these goals, because they're like year-long goals and this is my first update, I haven't I've talked about it kind of in passing in different videos, or the reasons why in different videos, like my inventories and my project plans and stuff. So I'm sorry I keep referencing other videos, but that's why is I don't update very often. And so anyways, number 8, the final goal was to have 234 products in my makeup inventory. I started with 264 at the beginning of the year. Since going through my makeup inventory series, or my beauty inventory I called it this year, some of the products or the numbers I thought I had, I don't actually have, or I can't find them at the moment. For example, my lip glosses and my lipsticks. I have obviously used some, but I don't feel like they've gone down as much as these numbers show. But that number is not just one product, it's the whole collection. So like I said, I started with 264. My goal is to get to 234. So go down 30 products. Right now I'm at 249. I don't know if I've used up that many products or if I just miscounted, but I'm trying to keep a more realistic, keep a realistic number going. But I haven't done a lot of shopping. I have replaced items, but that's about it. I haven't gone more. So I'm hoping that number does go down. My goal is to have my numbers go down, because I don't just need to replace items. Obviously at some point you're going to just replace items or change items out or whatever, but I'm not at that point right now. I have a lot of blushes, a lot of lipsticks, a lot of lip glosses, a lot of eyeshadow in general. So just getting that number down is my goal. And since I look at it as a whole, I don't really care. I mean, I care what goes down, just because there's some categories that couldn't go down very much. Because if I have a foundation right now, when it's gone, I'm going to purchase another foundation. So it's going to null and void it. Anyways, I just thought I would share with you my 2018 goals, the 8 of them that I have. Let me know if you have any questions, if you'd like me to do an update sooner rather than the end of the year. And I will talk to you later. Subscribe if you like this video. Definitely check out some other videos that I mentioned in this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.